welcome to Twist and Shout. Today I have a message of concern, of awareness, and alert. Please subscribe to my channel for future content about faith, love, marriage, parenting, and of course natural hair. God bless you guys. Alright, so I have a message, I have an alert of something that occurred locally in our community. And this message, like I said, serves as an awareness. Not only do I want you to take time to listen to this tragic incident, but to also have awareness within your home and your family. And I ask for anyone who has any type of sensitivity in your heart and your mind to take a moment to pray, pause, do whatever you need to so that you can make this video through the end. There is a local African-American child that has been molested from the age of 6 to the age of 12. And then from 12 to 18, she wasn't molested, but she was stalked, she was pressured, and she was even offered money in exchange for sex. And this occurrence happened between a child and a teenager that, of course, is related to the child, only with a 6-year difference. Again, this is something that occurred locally in our community. The child went, or attempt rather, to tell on the teenager at least 3 times to no avail. The first incident was quickly ignored and not even paid attention to. The second attempt, which was heard, but no action was taken in defense of the child. The third attempt, which was to someone who the child just thought, hey, this person should help me, this person could help me, and stop this from happening altogether. The child actually got punished for even bringing up the matter, and somehow the situation reversed and turned on the victim itself and caused the victim to get in trouble and get penalized. The child went on without telling maybe only 2 people in their life. Justice was never served. Again, I say the person who was responsible for molesting this child for that extended period of time has not served time, has no probation, has not had anything done to them at all. The silence of this child has been bottled up in them for years and years and years. And of course, throughout those years, again, no justice, no peace. And I say this to you guys, not to scare you, just for you to wake up, to be alert, to be firm when it comes to your children. And please, no discrimination, no prejudice. This can happen to the whites, the blacks, the Puerto Ricans, the Hispanics, the Indians, anyone, male or female, young or old. Mostly of those who you may even think, hey, they can defend themselves, but that's never usually the case. Either they're being taken advantage of through intoxication, or they're too young and too feeble to fight back. Take a stand in your community and in your home. Speak out and speak up. Let someone know what's going on. There is counseling and therapy. There's God. God can help you. Talk to him because he knows. And he will not judge you. He will not hold you accountable. He will cleanse you from the inside out and lift you up. Again, don't be afraid. Just take a moment of responsibility and talk to all your children, young, old, boy, girl. And please understand that there's a lot of people that you may even be around that you may say they're crazy. They have mood swings, anxiety. When in reality, something so traumatic has happened to them that they do not have the capacity to cope with it. So they may be aggressive, angry, stubborn, sad, depressed. They may have issues with communicating. That doesn't mean they're bad. That means that a bad situation made them a little different. But in difference, we're all God's children. And there's nothing too far or too hard that God cannot heal you. So like I said, take a moment, no matter if your baby is 1 or 2, be sure to be careful and create a sense of protection and awareness that, hey, even when they begin to speak, to understand that, hey, don't touch me here. Don't touch me here. Only mommy and daddy is to take me to the restrooms. And again, I want to stress the importance that, hey, family members are not excluded. No brother, no uncles, no sisters, no mothers. I say if there's any chance or any doubt, rescue your babies. Teach your children to defend themselves. Or like I said, hey, if you just eliminate it altogether, you won't have to worry about it. But can I promise that? We're living in a day and age where somebody can just be grocery shopping and be snatched away for sex trafficking. Somebody can just walk in mind their business and get snatched away and molested and raped and taken advantage of. We can stand up for all other things, but we definitely need to stand up for this. This changes lives. It changes people's mental state, sexuality, causes confusion and chaos in the mind, a continuous wrestle between reality and what's not real. Pray for these people. Take a moment out every day and set aside for those who have been molested and touched inappropriately and those that have been raped and victimized by any type of sexual assault or crime. Take just one moment to pray and reach out to God. Take a moment to reach out and check on those people that you know that they either live alone, they don't really have anything to defend themselves with, or someone who may not be as careful as you. And I say all of that to just let you know that, one, again, like I said, it's very important that we stress the importance that because no one listened, no one took the time to care or to look after extra careful, that this child has to endure with this for the rest of their lives. And I also like to stress the importance that we never know what anybody is going through to judge them on their behavior. One may say, hey, Facebook isn't the place. But I say, I used to feel that annoyed too. Like, hey, don't bring your drama and your business here. But I know too fully well that sometimes there is not a family member, not a friend. And sometimes we feel like it's so dark and so ugly that we can't even bring it before God. But I tell you today, trust him. Let him love you. Let him work on you from the inside out. Stop running. Stop lashing out at the world, making the world your enemy. Love yourself enough to fight back. And you fight back with the word, with prayer, with fasting, with counseling, with therapy. And yes, I am the Christian that believes that therapy and counseling is okay. Amen. And I also like to stress the importance today that that little African American girl was me. And God has brought me a mighty long way. And I'm married. I have a blended family of stepsons, and I have a son through marriage and a daughter that I had before marriage, and we all living together, and we're trying to get this thing right. And we talk to them as much as we can about being safe, looking out for each other, and to help them let them know that God is always there, and we are too. And you have to remember, create that bond that your children can actually come to you and say, Mommy, Daddy. Don't be the jerk. Don't be so aggressively angry and upset that they can't come to you and they can't turn to you. Take a moment to talk to them. Thank you so much for listening. I was like, let you know that I don't want you to worry for me. I don't want you to fret. I don't want you to be discouraged. You can definitely pray for me as long as your spirit's in the right place. Pray for me, and when you do pray for me, pray for all the little girls and boys that somebody may not be watching them carefully. Somebody may be too young to even have the mindset to even think this way. Or even take for granted that, hey, because it's a family member to me, it's okay for the child. Because please understand that if anything, usually it's always a family member and somebody very close. Be alert, be careful, and be wise. And again, God got me, and I'm good. And I'm forever grateful that he chose me, that he rose me above that circumstance. And he actually gave me a chance now to actually speak to you guys and let you guys know, hey, it is not the end. It is not the end of the world. Move forward. Get help. Love on your children. Love on yourself. And if I'm here, if you need me, I will gladly talk. As much as God gave me wisdom and knowledge and understanding and patience, I would gladly try to give some type of godly counsel. Anything. Suicide is not the way out. Self-harm, abusive relationships, harmful relationships, being confused, going against God and his will because you're confused and you don't understand why it happened to you. Let him take that burden off of you so you may live your life and live it more abundantly. God bless.